Sydney skipper Brett Kirk became the fifth player to complete 200 consecutive games in his total of 241, as the Swans rushed back Ben McGlynn and Daniel Bradshaw, who hadn't played since round 9. Western Bulldogs brought in 19-year-old Andrew Hooper, the first player in 25 years to make his debut in the finals. The Prime Minister settled in to follow her beloved Bulldogs, while two coaches crossed the floor ahead of battle. Sydney coach Paul Roos and his predecessor Rodney Eade enjoyed a warm and friendly conversation as the retiring Captain Kirk asked his crew to boldly go one more time. Premiership-winning Swans forward Barry Hall delivered the opening blow for the Bulldogs before Adam Goodes replied for Sydney. Bradshaw got his hands warm and showed the value of his return.
Good kick, perfect.
Hall booted his second major to put the Bulldogs back on level terms. And as the not-so-completely disguised St Kilda coach Ross Lyon took mental notes, Rhys Shaw tied the scores at 22-all at the first change.
Sells the dummy, drills it long, and Shaw kicks the goal. Great goal.
Shaw was on the mark early in the second term, and his second goal for the Swans exposed the pride in his father's face.
See brother Heath there also cheering him on there.
Jude Bolton came out of a congested area to put Sydney 2 goals clear before the 257-game veteran ran into heavy traffic.
Crashing in came Cross and Bolton is down.
Bradshaw didn't make the distance from inside 50, but he reacted better than some of the Bulldogs.
In front, Mike Pike! Oh, the big fella had a chance of a lifetime. They still might get a goal. Bradshaw gets it in the end. All's well that ends well.
Goodes left his marker in the lurch to set up his second before the Swans went down the middle to expose the Bulldogs.
Kennelly up, able to miss the mark and still come away with the crumb. They are doing it way too easily. Goodes, the door is wide open. McGlynn inside 50. Time to steady, drive it home and put the Swans 5 goals in front.
Sydney led by 30 before Hall came up with his third major. Then right on half-time, it was hooray for Hooper.
This to put the Dogs back in touch, and he delivers the goods. Well done, young fella.
Well, good on him. That's great.
Well, it might be the moment.
Absolutely.
Suddenly they're charged.
At the long break, Sydney 52, Western Bulldogs 36. Jared Grant brought the Bulldogs within 10 points with his first touch before Hall continued the comeback.
Hall has 3, starts a little left, straightens, he has his 4th, and the Bulldogs suddenly have belief.
A tale of two Daniels within a couple of minutes. Bradshaw spurned his chance at one end before Gian Siracusa made the Swans pay.
To Grant, oh, the door's open here, he can line them up. In fact, he delivers to the only forward in the 50. Shaw played it well, but so did Gian Siracusa, and he puts the Bulldogs in front.
Sydney limped ahead with 2 Bradshaw misses, and after Kirk temporarily left his command post, the Bulldogs locked it up at 57-all at the final change.
Kicks towards goal, offline, scores level again.
Hall played provider as Gian Siracusa read the play well to put Western Bulldogs in front. Then Kirk steered the Swans to within a point after Bradshaw collected in prime position.
From 45, it didn't have the carry, but it gets a result. Bradshaw surely won't miss this time.
Then a double strike from the Bulldogs, Robert Murphy landing one with just enough to swear by before Hall and Lindsay Gilbey shuffled it clear.
Gilbey, Gian Siracusa, it's the Dogs by 13.
Lewis Jetta cut the Bulldogs' 13-point lead to 7 when he kicked truly, but the Bulldogs held on grimly.
The Bulldogs are there. Brad Johnson lives on for one more week. But for Kirk and for Roos, the curtain falls.
In the end, the same 4 teams as last year advanced to the preliminary finals. Full-time Western Bulldogs 77, Sydney 72. Kirk chaired off into retirement, closing the book to a wonderful career.
And it's goodbye to a good one.
Charles Christian, Big Pond Sport.